I was kind of excited last year for the Detroit Tigers. Eduardo Rodriguez. Who were the other guys? Fucking Meadows, Austin Meadows, Javi Baez. Like, we're bringing in a couple guys. Torkelson's there. Riley Green. I went into the season last year for the Tigs like, I don't know. I know the White Sox are really good. I know the Twins got Correa. I don't know though. I don't know. Let's see what the Tigers got, and they absolutely shit the bed. They shit the bed to the point where you got to burn it. There's no cleaning that thing. They shit the bed so hard that it soaked through the mattress down to the frame. It stained the stained wood, if you can believe that. That's how badly the Tigers shit the bed last year. And it probably wasn't even halfway through, maybe a quarter of the way through, maybe a fifth of the way through the season last year. It's just like, okay, here we go again. It's the same shit again. And it's another rebuild, and we're doing nothing. Nobody's exciting. Even these young guys. Green was awesome. Riley Green's fucking sweet. But Torkelson's not having a great year. Badu struggled mightily after a pretty good rookie year. Casey Mize isn't throwing. Tarek Skubal, he's fine. Matt Manning, all right, he's okay. Like, everybody's just, they're fine. I don't know. We're losing 100 games, so nobody can be that great, right? And it's just the same thing over and over and over. Now, Scott Harris, he's taken over the GM responsibilities, thank God, right? Off-brand Penguin hadn't been getting it done. Never once really got it done. Like, I'm trying to think what Al Avila did, though. It was like, hey, that's a good move. Drafting Torque and Mize. I mean, they were 1-1. They were both the can't miss guys of their draft classes. They were the shoe in 1-1s. Even those guys, they're not looking so great at this juncture. I'm not saying give up on Mize, give up on Torque. I'm not saying that. But as an unbiased observer at this point in their careers, it doesn't look great for the first overall pick. A team that was desperate for any semblance of talent in the fucking heart of a rebuild where you just need somebody. I don't care if they're the water boy. You need someone who is elite at what they do. Just something, some sort of infusion of talent. One guy with a mindset who's like, I'm good at this. Anything. Just a little bit of life. And it's a little bit of slippery slopes with those guys. Riley Green, now he's shored that up. He's been sweet. He was sick last year. I'm excited to watch him again this year. Making plays in center, swinging the bat. He will probably be the best bat in the lineup, I would assume. I mean, if we're basing Torkelson's future performance off his past, it's tough to say he's going to be better than Riley Green swinging the thing. Javi, no. He's going to strike out 1 trillion times, and every pitch he strikes out on will hit the dirt. This is the way it goes with him. Scope was bad last year. Maybe he rebounds. Wouldn't count on it. Eric Haas, he has a sweet stroke. It looks pretty when he gets a hold of him. He's fine. He's not anything to write home about. Miguel Cabrera, he's doing the victory tour, 6-pack of Coronas, maybe a little bit of Burger King in the dugout for him each night. We'll see. He'll be just kind of there for the vibes, right? He's there to visit every ballpark one last time, shake a couple hands, party in each city. He's there to see the country one last time, right? He's having fun. He likes playing in Detroit. He gets treated well. It's great. It's great. He's not there to win baseball games, though. Miggy's not here anymore to try and win an MVP, right? There's no triple crown that he goes to bed thinking about. He goes to bed like, well, I've had Corona 14 days in a row. Maybe we'll try this Oberon everyone talks about up here. That's on his mind, going to the ballpark. And I don't know, Ryan Kreidler, maybe, supposed to be a decent second baseman. Okay. Maybe Torque was supposed to be able to hit cleanup on the day he was drafted. So, sure, maybe. I hope so. I don't know, though. Akil Badu, does he find it again? Okay, great. Casey Mize, is he going to pitch? And if he does, what's the guy off Tommy John who wasn't that great before that Tommy John looked like? Tarek Skubal, is he ever going to take the jump? Kind of waited on that jump last year, never really came. Is he ever going to go above and beyond just being like, yeah, pretty good? Is he ever going to get better than that? Matt Manning, I believe last year was Manning's rookie year, so we got a little bit more time on him, but same deal. Is he going to take a jump? Is it going to be like, whoa, look out for Matt Manning? Is there going to be anything there? I don't know. We got that kid from Texas, Jackson Jobe. Like, there's a couple other prospects on the mound. Eduardo Rodriguez, okay. What do you have, like a 4 ERA, 5 ERA before he disappeared? If he sticks around, is he going to do anything? I don't know. Wouldn't bet on it. Like, we have a Turnbull coming back. Had the no-hitter. Perfect game, whatever it was. Is he going to do? Probably not. No-hitter. It wasn't a perfect game. Outside of Riley Green, where do I look for Let's Go Tigers? Where do I look for, hey, this is going to be buy those season tickets. It's going to be a hot seat filling into Comerica every night. Where do I look and get that? I don't want to be a downer. You know what I mean? I want to be an upper. I want to be an upper, dude. I want to be the cocaine of human beings, except you don't feel shitty after you talk to me. That's it. I don't want to ruin anyone's hopes and dreams. I don't want to sour your baseball season. If you're sitting there going, the Tigers are going to win the Central. What do you mean? We're going to have 7 MVP candidates on the team. I don't want to get in your way. I hate being the negative Nancy, but we're talking about the Tigers. It's opening day. I'm here to tell you how I feel. That's how I feel. Where do I look with the Detroit Tigers that gives me a sense of optimism? Where's the thing that makes me go, 500 is not crazy? Where's the thing that makes me say that? Where's the thing that makes me say that? Going 500 doesn't sound that crazy. Point to it. Riley Green, okay. What's the next thing? What's the next thing that I'm going to bank on that hasn't happened yet? What's the next thing that I'm supposed to be like, oh, that will happen, even though it hasn't? Where is it? I don't know. Maybe Torkelson, he's got too much talent. He's too good of a prospect. He's too good of a hitter. He learned the off-speed game. He's going to be great. Okay. Maybe. Based on last year, I don't know. If you said put money on it, I'd say no, dude. How about you give me money instead, because I'll go get lunch with it. That's what I would say. I wouldn't sit here and go, Torkelson, minus 12,000 for over 30 home runs or whatever it is, or plus 12,000 over 30 home runs. Put the house on it. I'd say Vegas always knows. You know what I mean? I don't want to be a downer. I want to be excited, but I got excited. And the fairest thing that people could be saying right now, the fairest thing Detroit fans say about any relative sports argument or thought, well, you're so patient with the Detroit Lions. Why not show that same patience for the Tigers? You've been sitting by the Lions for 25 years now, through absolute malfeasance, through train wreck after train wreck. Watching a football franchise operate at the level a classroom of 5-year-olds operates, just not well, not functional, nothing about it. Could you relate to the word smooth? Nothing. But you stand by 25 years, 16 Sundays a year, you're planted in front of a television, wearing Honolulu blue, yelling about offsides calls, yelling about the run game, yelling about the offensive play calling. For what? Why didn't you pull the plug on them? They had the picks. Joey Harrington. You remember a guy like that? There's a name for you. They've had the talent. Megatron, Matthew Stafford. Can't get it done. Couple good defenses in Ndamukong Suh. We've had some talent. We've had some teams, and they said, stand by, stand game. Lost games in incredible ways. I mean, invented ways to come out on the short end of a football game. You've been so patient with them, and now you're riding high, and now it's Brad Holmes. Why can't you do that with the Detroit Tigers? That's a fair point. I guess I can try to explain why. Number one, the Lions are my favorite. Football's my favorite. I'm just never, they could lose 1,000 games in a row. I'd never stop. I'll never stop watching them. Now, I hear you on the why do you have optimism? Why do you do this? Couple things is I wouldn't say I always have optimism in them. I have optimism maybe to an extent. Like last year, this past season, we went 9-8. Before the season, you can go back and find the podcast. Listen to the Detroit Lions season preview. Before the season, I wasn't sitting there going, they're making the playoffs, book it. I was saying 7 to 9 wins. Maybe they fuck around and make the wild card interesting. That was my assessment. I was dead nuts. I'm a fucking genius, dude. I almost called it exactly. But I wasn't sitting there going, they're going to make the playoffs. Fuck yeah, this is our year. I was optimistic, but I'm not being crazy optimistic. State this past football season, I wasn't sitting here going, let's win the Big Ten. I was like, let's win. I didn't think it'd be 5-7. I was like, let's win 7 to 9 games. I'd be 7. I'd be like, 8. I'd be like, okay. 9. I'd be like, good season. That was my range. No Big Ten. Try to beat Michigan. We're gonna fucking get murdered by OSU. Penn State's probably gonna take us behind the woodshed too, and Washington's gonna be no fun. That was kind of my assessment. Not so good. I was optimistic. I wasn't crazy. I'm not talking about winning the Big Ten. I'm not talking about a college football playoff. I like to be optimistic, but I can't do the like, oh my God. The Detroit Red Wings, we're gonna win the Stanley Cup next year. That's crazy. That's not real. That's a fake thing. That's a fake thing. And nobody likes fake things. Everyone likes authentic. You gotta be yourself. You gotta speak what you believe. You gotta stick with your heart. You ever watch a movie? You ever turn on Disney Channel or ABC Family, and you ever see somebody on the screen go, hey, Jimmy, you got to listen to what's in here, and point at his heart? You ever see that? Come on. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I'm listening to my heart. I'm saying what it believes. I'm saying what it's written on it. The Detroit Tigers. Why should I believe they'll win 82 games? We'll see. I mean, I'm going to be opening day. Tigers hat on. The new Detroit design I cooked up, the fucking cleanest design of all time, the Detroit mascots design on my body. Probably my black Lululemon pants on my legs. Pair of white mid-calf socks. And then I don't know on the shoe choice. I got this pair of orange Blazers, right? Orange Tigers colors. Probably those. I'm going to be dressed up. I'm going to be watching the game. I'm going to be cheering. I'll probably FaceTime my friends back home. They'll be heavy. They'll be down. They'll be face deep in beers at this point. I'll give them a FaceTime. Fellas, how's it going? Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be locked in. Opening weekend, of course. It's a tradition unlike any other. That doesn't mean I probably am. July 12th, I'm probably not watching the Tigers game that day. Now, maybe they play the Los Angeles Angels in Anaheim. I will be watching the Tigers that day, if that's the case. But otherwise, probably not. You know, if they're winning and we're hanging around, all right, fine. But I just don't see it. We didn't make any splash pickups. The rookies we do have, again, I keep saying it, outside of Riley Green, there's no real reason to sit there and go, whoa, dude. It's going to be a great year at Tigers baseball. There's not really a reason for that. I know. It sucks. But I think I'm telling the truth.